All right, welcome back to the Reverse Mush Podcast. Harry Mack here, as always. I'm joined by a very special guest this week, Gabriel Veksler, fresh off of a win at Flex Fight Series this past weekend that I was lucky enough to be able to commentate. Gabe, how we doing, brother? How we feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. Excited, happy about the win. Excited to see what's next for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is your second kickboxing win now, 2-0, undefeated. That never hurts. So is the plan for the next one to also be a kickboxing fight, or is or do you feel like you're ready to jump into amateur MMA, or what's the plan from here?
So I like to see things through. So I started kickboxing. I want to get a kickboxing amateur title and then make the transition to MMA.
Gotcha, gotcha. And so the plan's to do that with Flex?
It could easily be with Flex. Yeah, I like the experience, and it just all around made you feel very professional. Great guys, and I would love to do that with Flex.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I've worked with a lot of regional promotions up here in the Northeast and around New York and all of that, and I absolutely have to give them. They put on a very professional production, if that makes sense. It all feels very it feels like you're at a major show.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And so you were able to defeat Asher Kaimov by decision this past weekend. A lot of the angle that the promotion built up the fight from was that you had also previously beaten one of his teammates. So do you feel like you kind of have that Jim's number now?
Yeah, yeah. Right after the fight, he told me he said that's two, but they're both good sports. They're both good guys, and I respect their gym a lot. You know, they have a lot of good kickboxers teaching there, and so nothing but respect for that gym and their students.
Absolutely. And yeah, it was great to see you guys just show some respect, show some love afterwards, some good sportsmanship. That's always what we want to see, right?
Yes, but that definitely did feel good though to win with England in his corner.
I'm sure. I'm sure that one felt good for certain. And so just getting right into the fight, you had to overcome some adversity there early. You had some issues with the shin guards in the first round, some issues with a low blow that the referee didn't stop it for. So how did all of that kind of shake your focus and just make things difficult when you're in the cage there?
So I don't know who chooses the people that strap up the shin pads, but this person just put one piece of tape, and the first kick I threw, I'm like, this thing's not even on my foot anymore. So in my personal opinion, I think that while there's no momentum being built, they should have just stopped it for a second, fixed it, let us go. But that wasn't the case. He did a little fix for a second and said, keep going. And so then I had to just, I guess, deal with that.
Right.
The low blow, he didn't see it. Oh well, but when my opponent called that I hit him with a low blow, I didn't. I just thought to myself, all right, I'm not going to stop because it wasn't stopped for me.
Right. And listen, it's not your job to stop anyway, right? That's on the referee. So if the referee decides to stop the fight and give it a break, absolutely. But otherwise, you know what they say, defend yourself at all times.
Exactly, exactly.
And so, yeah, like you said, I was a little surprised just from the death there that they didn't, just kind of stop the fight and take care of it. I feel like we see, even in the UFC, even in some of these big major promotions, you'll see issues with, tape or a hand wrap or something like that. And I feel like usually the move is, yeah, they kind of pause the action as soon as there's a point where nobody's kind of got a lot of momentum going and they just take care of it and get back to it.
Exactly, exactly. But
Gotcha, gotcha.
it is what it is. It happens. We got through it.
There you go. Listen, it's like you said, it's like we're saying, it's just overcoming adversity, one more thing to kind of push through and focus on, and just makes the performance all the more impressive.
Yes, sir.
And so how special was it for you to be able to just be able to be a part of an undefeated night for Dante Rivera BJJ over there? What were you guys were 6-0 at the end of the day?
We went 6-0. The pressure I felt going out there was wild because I didn't. No one wants to be the first one on the team to lose,
Of
but
course.
we have a really good team, amazing coaching staff. Dante, Ash, Tito, everybody else that's part of the coaching. They all put a lot of time into us. Everybody that came out to compete came out battle ready.
100%. And you could tell from watching the broadcast, you could tell from sitting cage side, you guys all came to bring the heat. It was a good show, fun show. Glad to see everybody show out. And it was competitive too. It didn't feel like there were any lopsided matches, nobody getting ran through. Everybody was matched well.
Yeah, every single fight was a tough fight.
And so how what does it mean to you to just be part of yeah, I feel like that team at Dante Rivera BJJ right now, you guys just have so much young and up and coming talent. You know what I mean? You've got you obviously, you've got Nizar Dimes, you've got Darwin Pena, you've got all the Caracapos, however many of them are over there now. You've got Amanda Lee and her brother. There's just so much good young talent in that gym. How does it feel to be a part of something like that?
It's a gym full of monsters. Everybody is so good and so talented and so hardworking. And so being around that environment makes me want to also elevate myself to work harder and keep up.
Of course. And so, not to get you in any trouble in the gym here, but outside of yourself, if you had to pick one person in that room who you think, fights for a major promotion title one day, or really makes it to the big show, makes a statement, who do you think you'd pick?
Definitely Nick Caracappa, Nezzy, or Darwin. Those are three that can pop up into my head right away. But there's a lot of professionals that fight out of my gym also. I'm only naming amateurs.
Right.
Out of the pros, any one of them can easily be in the UFC at one back soon. Not like right now, but I mean at a
Of
point.
course. Of course. Of course. And so where did the Ukrainian Grizzly nickname come from?
So I'm Ukrainian. My family's Ukrainian. And I just thought I was thinking my friend used to call me Gabe the Grizzly because I had a big beard. So it just stuck.
There you go. Sometimes it's nice and simple, right?
Yeah.
And so if you had to pick right now, funny enough, I actually just finished up an interview last night with Olena Kolesnik, PFL's native or resident Ukrainian fighter over there. But thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you had to pick right now, who do you think the best active Ukrainian mixed martial artist is right now?
Um Boxing. I'm a big Loma fan.
Always a
I'm
good answer.
always gonna go for Loma. And we
Yeah.
got Esco Klein as well.
Okay. I feel like I usually go I'm more MMA than boxing, so I feel like I usually lean Amosov, but it feels like there's a lot of kind of up and coming Ukrainian talent right now.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, hey, hopefully we see that Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury fight. I really, really want to see that one. We all deserve that one.
Usyk. Oh, that's one name I forgot to say. Usyk.
I that one slipped me too. I was like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure he's Ukrainian too.
He's a real monster.
Absolutely. And so so obviously, you said that you like to see things through. You want to get that amateur kickboxing title before kind of transitioning over to MMA. But if you had to say, right now, whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, what would you say your kind of long-term goals in combat sports and mixed martial arts are right now?
So aside from getting a title in amateur kickboxing, when I do MMA, I want to go all the way. I'd like to see it through.
And so
So
what does that look like for you?
in regards to long-term goals or in regards to what I'm gonna have to do to accomplish.
Either or.
So it's gonna be a lot of training, a lot of changing my routine, and a lot more discipline. I think that's what I need now is to just be a little more disciplined with my routines and my training schedule and stay on top of it. I have a great team of coaches that are always beside me, carving the way for me. Coach Ash works a lot with me in the mornings, and Dante as well. So I'm gonna put my trust in my coaches and see what happens.
There you go. There you go. And hey, I believe you're only 23 years old, right?
2023. I'm young and I'm hungry.
Sky's the limit, man. It's pretty fucked up that you're like 4 years younger than me, but that's okay. I'll forgive you for that one.
I appreciate you.
And so when are you looking to get back in there? What's the hope there?
I actually spoke with Coach Ash about this recently. I'm thinking that I take some time to really train and fix a lot of the mistakes that I see in my game before I go out there and really. I'm thinking maybe June, August.
Okay, so quick turnaround.
Yeah, I'd like to
Nice.
stay active.
Keep the momentum going. There you go. And so I know right now you're down in Florida, relaxing a little bit, enjoying the spoils of war, as they say. But so other than the travel right now, what do you do when you're not training, when you're not fighting? How does Gabe Veksler like to spend his free time?
I work in IT staffing, so I work a good amount of time, and I'm also hanging out with my girlfriend Laura. And I also have a dog Bentley that requires more attention than you'd think.
I got a little 13-pound poodle that somehow needs like 10 hours of attention a day. I hear you.
Little Jack Russell.
Yeah, there you go. Well, they're loud little fellas, but they're cute, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So you get back up from Florida, get right back in the gym, hopefully turn it around in June, July, August, sometime soon. I guess for you, what do you feel if you don't wind up getting that amateur kickboxing title fight in your next fight? What do you feel the next step would be?
I don't think I'm gonna get it in my next one. I still have a couple more fights to, really improve myself and show more of myself before because I really want to be in my head, I want to be fully developed before I go for that title shot because I want to go in there knowing I'm going to go in there and take that title home.
Gotcha. And so are there any opponents that you've had in mind, just as far as looking at Flex's roster, at get guys from gyms around here, guys you've got your eye on?
Nobody specific, but anyone in my weight class that's going to stand in front of me, I'm willing to go take them out.
Oh, there you go. You want to walk right into the fire. You love to see it.
Exactly.
And so, Gabe, where can people find you on social media and all that good stuff?
My Instagram is Gabe underscore VEK, Gabe Vec, and I primarily just use Instagram.
Fair enough. Keep it simple. Less time on social media is probably good.
Exactly. After I deleted Snapchat, I stopped using my phone like a lot.
Dude, I feel you. Snapchat was I used Snapchat. My main use for it was actually like graphic design stuff. Like I would use it to just make like shitty little memes and graphics I could get out quick. But it was the same thing, man. I deleted it and I was just like, man, I really don't miss that at all. I didn't need that at all.
Exactly. It's a waste of time.
Yeah. Yeah, so it goes. So it goes. Well, I gotta say, man, you definitely could have fooled me because your striking looks a whole lot more crisp than somebody who's only been training for what, for 3 years?
Yeah, three and a half years.
Gotcha. Do you feel at all like you're kind of ahead of the curve a little bit?
No, not really. I feel like there's always stuff I can improve and there's always things to learn. And I just want to learn it all. I'm eager to learn and I'm interested. I love this stuff.
No, that's a great way to look at it. There's a saying I heard a long time ago that resonated with me that the smartest guy in the room knows when he's not the smartest guy in the room.
Exactly.
You got to know when it's time to just shut up and listen and take in new things and listen to somebody who knows more than you. And it sounds like you've got your head on right, brother, which you always love to see. But so Gabe, before we let you go, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say to the people out there?
Be on the lookout for me. I'm coming for a belt real soon. And just a shout out to Coach Ash, shout out to Dante, shout out everybody at Dante Rivera. I love you guys.
There you go. Well, Gabe, thank you so much
Shout
for
out
your
to
time.
Coach's Basement.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. Well, Gabe, thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute honor to call your fight. I hope I get the privilege to do it again at some point in the future. Everybody make sure you go give Gabe a follow at Gabe_Vec on Instagram. Keep an eye out for a fight announcement. Keep an eye out for when he'll be back in the cage, back in the ring. And Gabe, thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your vacation, brother.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Always,
Anytime.
always. Be good, man.
You as well.